All right, hello there, folks. We are at the Delaware County building. It is 7:22 p.m. Eastern, and we're waiting for the remaining precincts to come in. I'm looking down the hallway now. It doesn't look like there's that many left. I don't know how many are in. I feel like there's quite a bit in. They're working behind me. You can see in the office back here, they're working. That's where when they bring in the results, they go in there and then they'll count them up. So I have folks at Henry County and Madison County. Randolph County is the only place I don't have anybody, but we already know the results there, basically. So it doesn't matter who wins. They're basically screwed in all directions. Let me find out. As soon as he ducked back in. As soon as he comes out, I will ask again to double check. Basically, the thing is, last time, it was down too, I believe. I know the results. Troy, what website are you using? Can you tell me what website you're using? Is it the Delaware County electionday.com or something like that? We're going to be here, and then after a bit, we're going to leave here, and we're going to be on the road for a moment, and then we will be in the studio, and we'll go through all of the results. AOL. They're posting the results. They're posting the results on MySpace. County website has a link to Delaware County Election Day. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, I see you over there. You doing all right? Yeah. They're very close. Okay, so I think they're getting close to being done. The wind is starting to pick up here. It might be raining outside. I can't tell. Yeah. Yes, it was. Our current results are here. Yeah. Some places might be. Did you see that hail up near Valparaiso today? It was wild. Yeah. All right, seems like it's getting quiet in here. They're going to start coming out with numbers that add really at any point. Dory, don't have anything as far as Madison County is concerned yet. I do have someone watching that, and I will keep you posted as that comes in. Kate, if you can maybe shoot a message to Catherine and tell her to message you instead of messaging me. I'll be honest, I had someone just come over and yell out of the blue and say that they voted near 600 in Cowan at precinct 73 and precinct 59. They voted over 600, and I can't recall what they did 4 years ago. That seems like that would be quite a bit for the Cowan area. Are they saying that? Where are you seeing that, Rhonda? Hello there, Diane. Steve Riggin says that's where I vote, precinct 59. And they said it was very busy. Yeah, it was. It was very, very, very busy there. That is very unfortunate if that in fact is the case. Definitely not a Braun fan.
I pulled up the New York Times that's tracking right now.
Say again.
I pulled up the New York Times that's tracking the latest results for it. It looks like about half of the counties are counted, and he's got 40%.
Yeah, go figure. What?
So that's where that's coming
What
from.
was? The last time I looked, it was coming through on the south side, but I don't know. I haven't looked in a minute. Is anybody out there? Oh yeah, that was nuts. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was crazy. Right. One of my viewers just said the storm is passed in Muncie. So it's, yeah. Well, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that was horrible. Yeah. Pouring and out of Prairie Creek Reservoir. Troy, I need to talk to you about Prairie Creek personally, like one-on-one after a bit at some point. Looks like we've got one more. I think they're saying if that's what. Okay, George Winchester. All right. So again, for those of you that are just tuning in, this is basically a hurry up and wait. We are essentially waiting for them to count and disperse the numbers. I'm looking to see if he's got numbers. Looks like he might have some numbers.
There's 26 precincts.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Our website's down.
You said it is down? Okay, that's what they were just asking.
A little storm or what?
Okay, so you just heard it there, people. They said that the website is down. 26 precincts. We have total of 78 precincts in Delaware County. Number of precincts reported. 26 precincts reported. There's 52 precincts not reported. So we're just going to go down the list. Trump's 75.5%, Haley's 24.4%. Mark Carmichael, 52.19%, to Valerie McRae's 47.8%. Mike Braun obviously got 37.47%. To the next closest was Crouch at 20%. And Brad Chambers at 17%. Okay. Going on down the list from there. Okay. Victoria Sparks is in the lead at 37.58%. The next closest is obviously Chuck Goodrich at 36.2%. District 5 is Deborah Pickett, 59. Oh, that's the Democrat. Okay, we'll come back to the Democrat. JD Prescott, District 33 is 76%. JD Prescott to Lemaster's 24%. Let's see here. Okay, down to the contested local county races. Stephen Brand, 59.91% to James King's 40.09. So Stephen Brand is in the lead. Stephen Brand is in the lead, 59.91 to 40.90. Sherry Riggin is 62.57 to Troy Ingram's 37.43. Okay. The at-large council race with 26 in. It's looking like 26 in. Bradley Bookout has 20.14%. Jessica Piper has 19.41%. Eugene Whitehead has 16.02%. Ryan Webb has 14.89%. Amber Green has 13.04%. David Williams has 10.55%. And Lori Jesse has 5.94%. And then we'll go over the others later. So I'm going to come back and go through. I'm going to go back through those one more time with only 26% in. Okay, only 26% in. With 26% in, Brand is in the lead. Riggin is in the lead. Bookout, Piper, Whitehead is in the lead. Let me see. What do we got going on in Madison County? Catherine is 2408. Todd is 2501. Until I get home, I won't have a way to get their final report unless, can you send it to Kate, Nicole? If you can send it to Kate, she can get it that way. Yeah, Ryan, 26 out of 78. 26 out of 78. %. $78. 26 precincts out of 78. The 26 precincts are in out of 78. Okay, so Brand is at 59.91. King is 40.09. What that's going to be. Election day, paper absentee walk-in. Election day, paper walk-in. Okay, so that means 1,159 people voted today out of these 26 for Brand, 729 for King. Absentee was 149 for Brand, 129 for King. Walk-in was 635 for Brand, 442 for King. Okay. Then we're going to do Reagan, Ingram, Reagan and Ingram, Reagan 62.57, Ingram is 37.43. Election day, Sherry received 1,121. Troy received 767. Mail-in votes, Reagan received 185. Troy received 93. And walk-in, Reagan received 723. Troy received 354. And then for the at-large, oh my. I've got a really sick feeling, and I'll tell you what that is in a little bit.
I'm doing great.
Hello, you all right? Yeah. Hey, 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 come here real quick. What? No, 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 I want to give you something. Just call me sometime. Okay. Book out 20.14%. Piper.
Do you know how many entries?
How many what?
Out of the 10?
Out of the 10.
Yeah. For each ones.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. I get what you're saying. So no, they don't break them down because these are only partial here. So like the District 33 is only partial. I can try to see. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not actually given a total breakdown on those yet.
Okay. Okay. So for John E. Bartlett, it's 8.5.
Breakfast in the morning.
4.5.
I've waited till my house. Let me not make breakfast.
Yeah.
All right.
Piper. 19.
Oh, sit down. I had to lock up the doors, so I gotta run everybody out of here. My car closes. No, you take your rest. These folks are ready to go. Does she have enough rest? Nothing wrong with that. Fetch your water.
Okay, so
Like the brain puller took the first in last time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is watching.
Okay. We will get that. Commissioners' numbers. So only for 26 out of 78 precincts. The numbers for the commissioner precincts on 26 out of 78 are Brand 59.91, King 40.09. That's Commissioner District 1. Commissioner District 2 is Reagan at 62.57 and Ingram at 37.43. That is, they will have the precinct breakdowns, but I probably won't have that until later tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Even more than anything.
It should be about any time. It looks like they're preparing them now. I will wait till, I think it looks like these right here might be our next sheets coming.
They'll be done. By 8 o'clock, it's done. Oh, good. I try not to sit too long. I'm getting too old with my legs. So I'm trying to make sure it's everywhere else, things like this. I'm not doing it.
Feel better.
Feel better. Flutter.
I believe so. I believe they are, Andrew. No luck on Henry County. I haven't checked here. I might have a message there, but I haven't looked. Yeah, I know those are our sheets right there. Here it comes.
How we doing?
Doing all right. Ready for bedtime. Yeah. It's been a long day. I hope that's the case, Diane. Down there. As of right now, I know nothing from Henry County yet. That's right, Stumblefoot. It's really just a chair in which is in front of the computer and the cameras and the microphones. You text me at 6 this morning? That might be. I will have to calculate up how many phone calls I took today. It would blow your mind. Jack, well, we've got 26 of 78 in currently. Did you just get here, Jack? If you just got here, I can read through it real quick. With 26 out of 78, candidate Brand is at 59.91% with 26 out of 78 in. King has 40.09. That's for District 1. District 2, Reagan has 62.57. Ingram has 37.43. And then in the council, it comes out Bookout, Piper, Whitehead. Bookout has 20.14. Piper has 19.14. Excuse me. Bookout has 20.14. Piper has 19.41. And Whitehead has 16.02. But that's just with the 26 of 78 in out. There are still 52 that are not in, not that have not been counted yet. Everything's in, and they're just in the process of counting them. Now, okay, now there's Rick. I would say that's Rick is looking at the official end now. We'll have him here in a minute, I would say. The important thing to understand is signs don't vote. It's absolutely correct. As soon as we have these numbers, we will head to the studio. Marco, that's true. Here they come. No, not yet, Andrew.
And we got to hear more stories.
And then it was on the front porch. Oh, I can eat it. I don't eat it.
Timing. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Stand by here.
You know, that's all the computer officials and everybody. That's why I don't, only so that you can go in that door. Yeah. Yeah, looking at peeking in, I guess. But that has to.
He said it should be any time. So, Rick said they still don't have a website, but we're waiting on the last of the 78 precincts. There are 52 precincts still out that we're waiting on. Although, well, whatever. Delaware County building.
It shows 77 or 78, but we have one precinct that has no voters.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we are 100% in.
okay.
There's one precinct that's what?
There's no voters at all in it. So we can't, it doesn't report because there's nothing there to report. So it always looks like we're not all in.
Thank you.
Hey, how we doing?
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We got somebody leaving on Jan.
78 of 78 in.
Where you leaving?
78 of 78 in. Brand wins 63-48 to 36-52. Brand wins 63.48 to 36.52 over James King. Sherry Riggin wins re-election, wins the primary, 60.26 over Troy Ingram's 39.74.
Well, we try to make sure. That's not a big hassle. She gets slaughtered up in that jacket being up for me.
Hi, guys.
Oh, that's not right there. Meeting.
Yeah, what are she?
Wow.
You're saying?
Wow. And Bradley Bookout is the top vote getter for the county council at large, 19.91%. Second place is Jessica Piper. And third place is Eugene Whitehead, 15.58%. Now, the votes that split Eugene Whitehead and Ryan Webb are 3,700 to 3,632. 3,700 Eugene Whitehead to 3,632 Ryan Webb. So that's very, very close.
Good.
Okay. Nice.
I'll go through the PCs when we get home. I'll go through the PCs and the delegates when I get back to the house. I just want to make sure I don't have any questions before we leave. Total voter turnout on the day is 18. Total voter turnout for this election was 18.31%. Total registered voters were 74,508. Our total public count was 13,644. We had 704 paper mail-in ballots, 1,766 walk-in votes, early voters, and 11,174 voters on election day. So there's that, and we'll get ready to head to the house and be able to give you guys what more analysis and breakdown. You have everything you need? You have any?
I'm good.
Good,
Thank
all
you
right.
for helping.
Yep, no problem. Very good. Thank you. Have a good one. Yep. Take care. Yeah. All right. Okay. I wasn't going to voice my thoughts in there, because honestly, I didn't know who I was sitting around. There were a couple of other people in there from the media, and there were a couple of other folks in there that was just kind of watching. I'm happy that Brand won. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, goodbye, Jimmy and Mike. Goodbye. And congratulations to Brand. Ryan most definitely needs to call for a recount. He lost by some 60 some votes. We'll look at everything as soon as I get home. I'm going to keep you live. That way I don't kill the feed and we have to start a new feed. Give me a second before I pull out of here. Give me 1 second. Andrew Pop won Precinct 39. Andrew Pop. You won Precinct 39. So, hard had it count down. The city election had a 11 vote win, and there was no recount. Yeah, but a couple things. Number one, I don't think that was so contentious. I think there's a lot of contentious actions, and there's a lot of contention between the people that we are currently talking about in that race, and I think that has to be accounted for. I mean, listen, I'll be honest. Depending on what the outcome is in a race and how much, I think any loss in some circumstances, any loss that is 100 or under could be cause for a recount. I mean, listen. I'm not saying maybe he won't do it. Maybe it's not worth it. I feel like it is. You know, I don't know. So we're almost home. Give me just a few moments here. We'll get home. I'll get set up. When I get home, Kate, you're still here, I assume. I don't know anything that's going on in Henry County. I don't know anything. I can assume that Catherine lost. I think that's what I'm seeing from Madison County, which is horrible. I want to, I want to, I mean, sure, you could easily, it's worth $150. Man, Troy, I don't know if you're still watching this, if you guys are off having a good time and partying the night away. I hate it, Troy. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I 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 really think that you and Brand could have done some major good in Delaware County. But it is, oh God. Well, we're going to have a little time to sit and chat because we're going to get caught up by one of Muncie's most famous creatures, and that is the overabundant trains. And you can see them any day of the week crisscrossing through our fair city, tying up traffic, causing chaos and madness, and pissing me off for years and years and years. Should I try to beat it live on camera? See. No, we won't. Ridiculous. Troy just posted concession on Facebook. Yeah. Listen. Politics is a tough animal, man. This is going to be I know I've read everything off and I know what happens. I need to look at the screen in front of me and look at the numbers, and I need to be able to do that. I need to have it in my hand and look and see all that to be able to think. Don't go anywhere. I know people are like, I know that people are like, well, we got what we needed to get, so let's leave. Don't leave. We're not done with that. We're not done with that. Oh yeah, Jack, I'm being very deadly serious. That is an issue that is a problem in Muncie a lot, and it has been the discussion of many people in Muncie, and it's been the discussion of where to place ambulance bays and first responders and yada yada yada. It's been serious because we have that big of an issue here. 60 votes is a bunch for an electronic machine counter, right? 60 votes is a bunch for an electronic machine counter, right? Well, I don't understand what your question is. They're a bunch for an electronic machine counter. What do you mean it's a bunch for an electronic machine counter?
Christopher, we just got put under a tornado warning here in Winchester, so if I drop out, you know why.
Okay. Jesus. Hope that doesn't happen. Huh. It's beautiful here in Muncie. What could be going on there? Yeah, Troy, man, I see you on here. Okay, I'm glad you're here. It sucks, dude. Okay, here we are. Come on, let's get this thing going. I gotta get home. We got things to do, bullshit to discuss. Ah, give me the arrow. Yeah, I wouldn't think that all right. What was that? Looks beautiful out that way. What I think was weird about that was, that's exactly right, Troy. What I think is a bunch of crap is they gave Anna Quirk the last batch, and I got up and I walked into the clerk's office and I said, "Hey, do you have the last 52 precincts?" And the clerk said, "Oh, we're still working on them." Although I could see them sitting on the table. So I think what he was wanting to do was he was wanting to call and let King know, so King would know that he got beat before they would have to hear it on the political spotlight. And he's like, "We're still working on a couple of things. The computer's still not up." I don't care about the computer. Give me the papers. You walked out and you gave me the 26 of 78. I know that you gave them to Anna Quirk. She just walked out, and now you're slow walking me for some reason. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, we're just about here. Give me 1 second. Oh, you do not even, that's not even in the slightest. Listen. I voted and pulled for Brand because King is the highest order turd you could imagine. It was time for him to go. He's been in politics like 16 years, and that's like 25 years too many. All right. I like Brand-ish, but yeah, you better bet your bottom dollar if he gets sideways or gets funky or acts too much like Dan. Yeah, I'll call him out. I have no problem with that. I like Brand. I think he'll do a good job. I hope he does a good job. But let's call, whatever. Troy did not lose. Delaware County did. Yeah, that's true. Because let's face it, Sherry Riggin is not a good commissioner. Has not been a good commissioner for a long time. Okay, Kate, are you still on there?
I'm still here, Christopher.
Okay, you guys haven't blown away?
Hold on a second.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
What?
You're crazy. That's supposed to be an excuse. My God.
Like mother, like son. Okay.
No.
If you can do me one favor real quick. Hold on, stand by. I'm even okay, so here's what
And then I got high.
She
okay, here's what I need to see if you can do. I need to see, I'm even okay because I know you're on the phone with your kid. If you want to pull the like the cover screen up, but you just got to stay on there for a second because I got to pull out of here and go and set up in the house. So I got to turn my camera on in there. So can you stay on here and either talk or pull the cover up and play music till I get on the shit inside? Okay, I'll be right back. We're not going anywhere. I'm just going to go inside.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. And we sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are live. It is 8:21 p.m. We are a little bit early for the 9 p.m. show. We are back in studio. We were live on location just a little bit ago, and we got some news. We got some bad news. We got some good news. And folks, that is politics. Life as it is in the political arena. And we have to attempt to try and figure out what the hell is going on. Henry County is still waiting. I literally just got a text from a candidate and from folks. I don't understand what is going on. What is happening in Henry County? I don't understand. I don't understand how all of Madison County could be in, all of Delaware County could be in, basically Marion County could be in, and Podunk, Henry County's like, yeah, we're still waiting. What is going on down there? As soon as we have the information down there, we will bring it to you. Of course, I'm going to bring you more information here. Let me get this pulled up. His Mike Jones Kiss of Death Tour 2024 just kicked off. Okay. So let me explain to you in the quick interim time while I was walking from the car to the studio what I thought. I thought, oh, you know what's going to happen? Bookout will resign his seat and James King will become Counselor at Large James King. That's what's going to happen. That could very easily happen. So let's talk about what I just said and think about what I just said. James King just lost his election to the commissioner's seat. Bradley Bookout just won. Bradley Bookout doesn't want to be Counselor Bookout. He was running just to ensure that their team had plan Bs. It wasn't exactly what we thought it would be. We assumed maybe Piper would go down. But that is not, in fact, what happened. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we could see a very disgusting display of political backroom bullshit where Bookout could step aside and James King could then be caucused into that position. So let's go through what we've got here. Okay, let's go through these. Page 2 of 6. Page 1 of 6. This is the 20. Okay, wait a minute. $7.27. Okay. 3. 4. 5. 6. 751. 1. 2. Okay, I see what we've done here. $7.51. $7.51. $7.51. And $7.51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 6. Okay, now we are organized. So let's take a look and see what we've got here, folks. Hit that like for me if you could. I don't know if you were getting this information anyplace else. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. All right. Here's what we've got. Braun obviously won Delaware County. That's just disgusting. Listen, all day long, I just sung over and over and over I just sung over and over and over the Raju Cthulhu song all day long. It was fantastic. Will I get Webb to come on and cry tonight, or does that come later? I don't know. He can come on and cry if he wants or whatever. I mean, it's like ridiculous. An election happened and people won and people lost. Yeah, I mean, let's be real honest. Bookout got first place. Bookout shouldn't have been on the ballot. We proved clearly why Bookout shouldn't have been on the ballot, but he was. So if you remove Bookout from the ballot, let's take a look at what happens if you remove Bookout from the ballot. And the reason Bookout should have been removed from the ballot, if we recall, is he did not fill out his paperwork properly. And it matters when it's Troy Ingram, but it doesn't matter year to year, as Rick told me specifically. It does not matter year to year. Things like that don't matter. We don't set precedent, and we don't do things based off of how we do it unless it helps us out. We definitely don't do that when it hurts us. So keep that in mind. So Stephen Brand received a total of 5,763 votes. James King received a total of 3,316 votes. Absolutely. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing there, Charlize. That's going to be very interesting. It will be interesting to see where the line is drawn on who and how this happens. Look, people I wanted to win won. People I wanted to win lost. As is politics. Like, look, everybody acts like this is the first political match anybody's ever been in. This has been happening forever. Like, I'm used to it. It's what happens. So, like, I'm not boo-hooing because Amber Green didn't win. I'm not boo-hooing because Ryan didn't win. I'm not joining the throngs of people who are going to be trying to jam it down everybody's throat for the next 6 years that they beat Ryan Webb and what it's like. Okay, people won, people lost. That's what happens in an election. Brandon says, the only one I cared about losing was James King because I was so tired of Mike Jones and his smug bullshit. Yeah, everybody yeah. I have to say that Mike Jones lost King a couple of them. Now, bye. Okay, so here's the thing. The other thing is people who win can win and run and work, and maybe they'll do good, maybe they'll do bad. We have to hold them accountable. The people who lose, they can always come back and run again. That's how it goes. That's politics. It is what it is. I don't think Jones is gone. I mean, Jones isn't going anywhere tonight. He's not going anywhere tonight. He's probably not going anywhere tomorrow. I don't think that Brand... look, I think that there's a lot of people up there that Mike Jones has burnt bridges with. And I think that... Listen, his spot needs to be eliminated. We don't need to be paying someone to do what Jones does. Jones was able to spend most of his time on a computer being a 17-year-old girl. He was on social media, high school bullshit gossiping more than a 17-year-old girl. I guess 17-year-old is a woman. 17-year-old girl. So Delaware County doesn't need to be paying for that. Republicans should call them out for that. Democrats should Delaware County should not be paying for that position. And with James King losing today's commissioner's race, I have to think he's in a predicament. Okay. All right. So back to these numbers. Stephen Brand 63.48% to James King's 36.52%. In total, Stephen Brand had 5,763 to King's 3,316. Ashley Wright on the Democrat side of the District 1 had 3,255 votes. Okay. Okay. Stand by. I'll count through that right now, Andrew. Troy Ingram. Ingram's race, District 2. Sherry Riggin received 60.26%, and Troy received 39.74%. That's Sherry having 5,376. Troy Ingram receiving 3,545. County Council at Large. Bradley Bookout received 19.91%. Jessica Piper received... Oh, no! Jessica Piper was in first place. Sorry. Jessica Piper was in first place with 19.96. So Jessica eked out in first place. 4,739 votes. 4,739 votes. Bradley Bookout is in second place. 19.91, 4,727 votes. And Eugene Whitehead had 15.58 with 3,700 votes. Fourth place being Ryan Webb, 15.30, 3,632 votes. Okay, so that was the at-large race on the Republican side. The Democrat side, both obviously Democrats go on. Chris Music received 2,535. Roger Overby received 2,157. Okay, in other news, in Yorktown, Chris Green lost. Excuse me. Chris Green won. 671 total votes to Rick Glob's 634. Holy crap. Amber's husband, Chris Green, won 51%, 51.42% to Rick Glob's 48.58%. Wow. Impressive, Mr. Green. First time candidate. I think today was the only bit of running he did, but he worked his precinct hard, and he's a longtime police officer in the area. Everybody knows him, so very, 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 very good. Very, very good. Brand, Reagan, Bookout, Piper, Whitehead. Yeah. Win. Okay. So now for the precincts, Preston Cross won Precinct 2. Nicholas Talby won Precinct 23. Aaron Clark won Precinct 34. Andrew Pop received 30 votes. Larry Finney received 42 votes. 24 votes. I'm dyslexic as hell. Andrew Pop received 30 votes. Finney received 24 votes. Thank you, Kelly. So from Election day, Pop, you had 25, Finney had 18. Absentee, you had 0 absentee, Finney had 1. Walk-in, you had 5 and he had 5. So you beat him 30 votes to 24 votes. I don't know why they have that you lost. You won your precinct. 47, precinct 47. This was Troy Ingram, Brad Marshall, Bradley Polk, and Ryan Webb. And of course, Brad Polk won 51%. Yeah, he's a joke. Oh! Holy shit! David Williams comes out victorious over the party chairman. David Williams beats Ed Carroll in precinct 51. All right, let's listen to this. David Williams election day votes. David Williams, 53 votes to Ed Carroll's 43 votes. Absentee, Ed Carroll received 2. No. Okay. Sorry. Absentee, Ed Carroll received 2. David Williams received 1. Walk-in, early vote, they both received 9. Total, David Williams received 63. Ed Carroll received 54. David Williams wins 53.85 to Ed Carroll's 46.15. That is a win. That's a big freaking win. Of course, TJ Johnson won his precinct against Jordan Morris and Frank Russell, 66.79%. The others two tied at 16%. Janet Garan won her precinct, 71. She received 55.43%. Against Daniel Flanagan, 44.53%. Congratulations to our listener, Janet. Precinct 88. Rob Kiesling pulls out on top, 35.68% against John Lamb and Bill Polk, 30 and 33. All right, for District 2 delegates, vote for 5. Sherry Riggin won, Brad Polk won, Dale Basham won, Susan Dillon won, Stephen Lowry won, and whatever. District 3, Whitehead, Piper, of course. Gary Addison, the Bennies, and whatever. Okay, a couple of you were wanting to know about a couple of you were wanting to know about Susan Dillon. She didn't have a challenger, so she goes on till November. Gone till November. She'll be gone till November. She goes on till November. She goes on till November. January, February, March, April, May. I'm glad I remember that song. She goes on. Rowway in District 35 won. Neither one of them had opponents. Horrible situation. Teresa, what are you saying no about? No about the singing? Don't sing again? Is that what you're telling me? Is the party supporting who, Brando? Are they supporting Susan Dillon? Or are you asking me who won between Sparks won, if that's what you were asking? I don't know. No singing. Yeah. Singing's not a good thing. All right, so that's what's going on there. Hey! Look! David Williams. Here's David Williams. He didn't win his council seat, but he won. He won his precinct. You want me to check Webb's delegate? I don't think Webb won delegate, but let me check. I will put pictures of this. I will put pictures of this up on my social media, on Facebook and Twitter as soon as this live is over for all of you that want to see it, unless they did it. They announced here they did. You mean he did? Or they? Are you counting Ryan as two people? Ryan the male and Ryan the female? Yeah, Susan Dillon will face off in November against Stu Arrington. So it'll be the Sues. At KOC, yeah, Knights of Columbus. I don't think that he did. I'm going to go down here and look. Vote for 5. All right, so 5 wins. Let me see. Okay, yes, he did win. He did. There was 5. Yeah, I saw you up there when I read it. Teresa was saying sing. Teresa Rawlings. Yeah, no, I'm a horrible singer. Thank you for saying sing, but no, I am definitely no good. Yes, Ryan won it because I was one off. It was vote for the top 5. He was the 5th in the delegate. Yeah, I like that, Brandon. So the delegates for District 2 will be Brad Polk, Sherry Riggin. Sherry Riggin received the highest vote. Brad Polk, Dale Basham, Susan Dillon, and Ryan Webb. Sherry, Brad, Dale, Susan, and Webb. All of them. So that's what's going on there. So this is an interesting development. Congratulations, David. Congratulations, David, on your win over Ed. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's all I can say. Congratulations. Stumblefoot, I'm glad you did too. I'm glad. He beat the party chairman. The party chairman is not even a precinct committee person anymore. I think that they should have to remove him as party chairman now. You shouldn't be able to be a party chairman if you're not a precinct committee person. What the heck? Listen, and today's listen. Ryan Webb, this is where some of you are going to go get real pissy with me, but just relax for a minute. Ryan Webb is probably, for what we need as a council member doing what council members do, the best counselor, political figure in Muncie or Delaware County. He's willing to communicate. He will about what's going on in the business. He wants to fight. He wants to put everything on the record. Now, that doesn't mean that people like him. That doesn't mean that people are happy with him. People think that he was rude. People think that he was disparaging to a lifestyle and to people's identities and to who people are. And they, look, everybody's perception is what it is. Everybody has a right to feel the way they feel, one way, right, wrong, indifferent. And I can't agree or disagree or whatever. Listen, everybody has a right to feel the way they feel. And I'm not arguing any of that. I'm just saying it wasn't that Ryan was bad at core aspects of his job. Ryan's national beliefs and Ryan's belief in the conservative and what some will call the more extreme conservative values is what hurt him. The way Indiana votes in primaries hurt Ryan. The fact that Ryan had a battle on two fronts. Ryan had a battle of people that were outwardly going after him, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it for what it is. Plus, he also had people in his own party that were taking him on. But the people in his own party, here's what's ridiculous about that. No, putting the citizens first, not extreme. I that's not what I'm saying. I agree 100%. Here's what's bullshit about the people in his party doing what he did. The people in his party came after him because they don't like him calling things out. Listen, just because someone has a problem with the way that Ryan treats somebody of a minority group or of a marginalized group or a group, that they belong to, doesn't mean that he's wrong in saying Ed Carroll is a joke, something's going wrong, and people need to take a look. That's the thing that's going to be overlooked here and missed here, and I really hate that. We've got a real problem in the Republican Party right now, where the Republican Party is going to feel vindicated because Ryan Webb's gone. Man, we got rid of him. Yay, he's gone. But we had 3 Republicans just write a letter to the party admonishing them for doing wrong. Okay. And they're all hypocrites because they have used the same benefit that they're now speaking against. And they're all hiding and running with like with their tails between their legs, not wanting to, shh. Yes. Andrew. Dave Williams won PC. Not hearing good stuff there. Let's go to the numbers. Go and look. Hearing it's bad. Henry County? You did it to yourself. I don't want to hear anything about it. They literally put Susan Hoon in the commissioner's seat. Susan Hoon. Steve Dellinger won. He won re-election. Bobby Plummer lost. I hate that for Bobby. Ah! Henry County, folks. Plummer lost. Dellinger won re-election. Brian Clark won corner. That's good. He won corner. Council is Jay Davis. That's good. And then the other 2 are horrible. Scott Kuntz and Chad Malacote.
Oh, God. Okay, question, though.
Yeah.
Was Hoon the end of her term?
No.
So they will have to caucus someone in.
They will have to caucus somebody in.
We need good people down there to go for it.
So maybe Bobby could be caucused into her spot.
Ooh. Yeah, Bobby. There you go.
Bobby needs to consider running for Susan's position.
Yep.
Screw Susan Hoon. That's ridiculous. Delegate 1, delegate for wait, who was asking for the what delegate were you asking for? Don't forget to mention the delegates in District 1 if you know who they are. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. We have delegates. Delaware County does not have a state convention delegate District 1. District 1 is not on here. Oh. Okay, so District 1 is Kelly, Janet, David, Amber. There are still some of you that are watching me on Facebook. I can't believe you're watching me on Facebook, Kelly. At some point, you're fine right now. At some point, you need to switch over to YouTube. You'll see more people, and you'll be able to interact with more people on YouTube. It's better over here. But you're fine now. I mean, you're fine now. It's no big deal. I'm kind of just joking. I mean, it's joking. It's better if you watch it over here, but I'm just kind of giving you a hard time. Man. So, okay. So that's Madison County. That's Henry County. Wow. So, well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll look over what we said last night. I still need to look at Madison counties. I still need to look at Madison counties. Get a final rundown. Nicole said she sent them to me. Brandon, I just read your message, by the way. Okay. Here's Madison County. Here's Madison County. Registered voters 88,933. Total ballots cast 7,777.
That's not that. Look at the top. It's unofficial results.
Huh?
Okay, so do we have anything that is official?
Yes, we do. I'm sending it to you right now, Christopher.
Okay. Yes, son. Are you guys performing the end? Kate smiled. I'm glad she got that. Okay. Yeah, still, what you sent me still says unofficial, Kate. I clicked on it again from my computer. Let me see. It might have done something funky because I was on my phone. Let me see if I can do it from my computer. Sorry, folks. This is a little bit different. It's a little wonky. I'm all over the place because we're trying to do different things. So just bear with me. I'm no Walter Cronkite. I'm not going to give this to you in a very solemn and keep my wits about me. I'm going to like yell and scream and cuss and fall back in my chair a little bit.
They're still counting.
On their toes and stuff.
It's Monty.
Yeah, that's fine.
We decline it.
Just give me a second. I'm sending it to you again, the link to find them. But it looks like they're still counting.
Okay.
I'm seeing only 89% in. So.
Okay. Obviously, Kate in the background there, folks, you can hear she's watching Titanic. Yes, Jack? Okay. Listen. Okay. I'm not even gonna, whatever. Okay. Raju, shades of red, white, and blue. I listened to that commercial today for like 35 minutes straight. Just playing it over and over and over and over. Someone said, I hope you didn't spend very much money on that RV. I said, well, he spent $7 on the theme song, so he got some kind of a deal. I won't call it a good deal. It was a horrible deal for an even worse song. But oh man, and I wish, were you guys watching live when I yelled at the lady? There's some lady that came up to me and we talked, and then I yelled for her to come back. I can't tell you who that was. If you don't, maybe you know. I hope you don't. I'm interested. I don't know. There's some things. An interesting thing occurred today while I was at the county building. A couple of interesting things occurred while I was there. Some interesting things occurred. It was just very strange. It was probably the most strange time up there waiting. Did I give it away? Oh, the boat sinks. You're an idiot. It doesn't want people to know that James King lost. I'm telling you. Hey, people, James King lost. I wonder if I should call Mike Jones and make sure that he's aware. I'm sure he would have done the same thing to me to make sure, if my side, the person I was pushing would have lost. All right, folks. To brighten us up, here we go.
In the heart of Indiana.
Oh.
Dreams take flight. In the heart of Indiana. Dreams take flight. Congress awaits, and Raju is here for you. Raju, shades of red, white, and blue. Raju, with you, our hopes renew.
What did they say there at the end? With
red, white, and blue. Raju, with you our hopes renew.
Raju Cthulhu, or whatever this guy's name is. Next time, if you do this again, if you run for something again, hit me up, bro, because you may or may not know, but I played drums in a band, but not only was I the drummer, but I, like the professor, Neil Peart, was also the lyricist for the band. So hit me up because I can do you a better song than that. Hit me up, bro. I can take care of you next time. It was horrible. Sproles 2024. Oh, we're getting a phone call in here. Hold on here. Hello? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm live. You're not live. No one can hear you, but no, you're fine. Yeah, tune in. Yeah, I heard it's horrible. Yeah, I'll get back with you. Bye. That, ladies and gentlemen, is like the 79,000th phone call that I received today. The mayor, I don't know if this is like a serious breaking news deal. Are you breaking some news? Oh no, we didn't have any breaking news. It was just someone calling to say some stuff. That was literally someone calling and saying, "Are you freaking kidding me? Bobby Plummer got beat by Susan Hoon. What are the people of Henry County thinking?" Yeah, Raju's like, "Hey, I heard you talking about me. I didn't win. I'm just here drinking away my sorrows, and I wanted to see if you could fix me up a better song." I'm like, "You lost, bro. You'll have to come back in 2 years." So what does this mean? Christopher, can people stand so far away and yell to vote for someone so loud you can hear them at the door? They were for Susan at the location I voted. No, that cannot happen. That kind of crap should not be happening. Let me tell you things that shouldn't happen. All right. We kind of went through this on an earlier show today. Outside they can talk, but they can't be in the area yelling, "Hey, vote for this person." It needs to be, it's like quiet, like a library in there. Like, shh. Here's what can't happen, shouldn't happen. I don't understand why this kind of shit happens. At the new Presbyterian Church in Yorktown, the inspector did not get there this morning at 5 o'clock when he or she should have been there. No, the inspector got to the poll at 6:45. You know what that means? Anybody that was there to vote at 6 a.m., anyone that was there to vote at 6:02, at 6:06, 6:11, at 6:22, at 6:27, at 6:38, at 6:40, anybody that was there during any of those times, all 35 to 50 of them, did not get to vote. So listen, Ryan Webb got beat by 67 votes. What if those 50 people would have voted for Webb? Well, he would have been beat by 17 votes. I have not talked to anybody in the Webb campaign. I don't know if they're going to recall or not. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I once had someone say if you lose an election where there are double, it's into the teen thousands, like 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 voter turnout, and you lose by 100, it's worth a recount. That does not mean that's true. Yes, timing issues. Do you see that? Yes. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a couple things. Troy Ingram needed a team like he had Troy Ingram needed a team like he had in 19. Troy Ingram needed a team like Nate Jones had. That like the Nate Jones, Troy Ingram, Ralph Jigger Smith. He needed that. Webb needed a team around him. Audie needs a team around him. We're to the point. Look, this is not. You're not running for office in Albany. We're not running for office in even Yorktown. Muncie is supposed to be a big city, a big, medium, small city. We need to build teams around people. That's why I tell people they need to start thinking early. You don't just wait until the day of the filing period ends and say, all right, I'm going to run. Ryan busted his ass. In this election, the two hardest working candidates, period, were Stephen Brand and Ryan Webb. But there is something to be said for the team. Look at what Brand pulled off because of the apparatus that he had around him. He had a massive apparatus around him. He had Tony Skinner that was a massive apparatus. Here's the thing. Specifically when you have the party running against you and you have the other party running against you, you know, that's what used to make the Democrat Party and at one point made the Republicans so powerful, was that they would work with each other. Now, we don't see that much anymore. Now we see these factions of people trying to just hold on to the power that they have. Listen, we can't demand that the parties disband and die and then just say, okay, well, people that want to run, you're on your own. We have to take some agency in this. David Williams says, me, Ryan, Amber were out. Oh, yeah, everybody was. That's part of putting up a city or county-wide election. I can't tell you. I've been doing that since I've been 8 years old. I know many Republican voters in Delaware County who refuse to support Ryan because he's a Trumper. I honestly don't think that's the issue. I think that it's because he is it's because of his very outspoken conservative beliefs in line with the things that he said. I don't this is what I need people to understand. National politics and local politics. If you let's say there's a commissioner in Hendricks County, and the commissioner in Hendricks County is a big Trump supporter. What does that mean? What can that commissioner do? What does being a big Trump supporter do? That commissioner's job is executive function on the county level. He's supposed to work with employing the county employees, paving the roads, taking care of the bridges, and economic development. Oh, yeah, let's get this off here. I don't know why we're still looking at Raju's shit. I've just been talking. You got to understand, sometimes I think I'm on the radio. It doesn't matter what the picture looks like. No, I understand 4 days. I understand. I'm not, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of, it's going to be a lot of announcements, a lot of analysis. I mean, Henry County is in a bad way. I don't know what to tell you. You also accuse people of running for like forever. What do you mean? What do you mean? You also accuse people of running for like forever. What do you mean? What are you talking about there, Popster? Marco Polo. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I didn't look at the actual numbers. Let me see what the actual numbers were. I'm looking for your comment there. Someone just messaged me and said, hold on. Okay. Are you going to come back and tell me what the hell you're talking about, Andrew Pop? I accuse people of running forever. Do you mean when you were running for that city council race for 3 years? Is that what you're talking about? I didn't give Trump's numbers when he won. Trump's numbers were he received 7,268 votes. He received 77.76% of the vote over Nikki Haley. Joe Biden received 3,383 votes. Okay. Give me a second here, folks. I'm getting some information. Okay. Look, Brand is a Trump guy. Honestly, Brand is probably, on the whole, more Trump than Ryan is. Ryan is more a Ryan guy. Ryan is a Trump supporter. Brand is a Trump supporter. Ryan is more about Ryan, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Other people might think that there's something wrong with that, but I think that, I hate the whole idea of getting on a local level, of getting too far into caring about people up ballot. No, I figured that's what you were talking about. I was going to bust your balls there, Andrew. That's why I was asking you over and over and over. I'm trying to get here to the numbers. Listen, Bobby Plummer needs to get caucused in for Susan's seat. And she might not be interested in that right now, but we need to get her in that position. She needs to be in there. Man, I'm just so pissed that Chad Malacote won. Chad Malacote is such a diseased little parasite piglet, and his friendship with Ed Carroll is gross. I can't believe it that I love it that Ed lost his precinct committee person seat. He probably didn't even care. He's like, oh, there's no way I can lose this. It's so fantastic. Oh, yeah, it's so amazing. God, I love it. All right, so here's what we've got going on down in Henry County. I never gave these actual numbers. So man, what in the world? This is so weird. Their numbers down there are so funky. Okay. Trump received 4,816 votes. Nikki Haley received 1,036 votes. Trump received 82.3%. Haley received 17.70. Braun, of course, won down there with 2,237 with 38.10% of the vote. JD received 70 votes, 67.31% of the vote in one small little township. That's disgusting. Okay. So, 53rd District Court, Circuit Court, number 3, Judge David McCord won 3,338, 58.62 over Joe Lansinger, 41.38, 2,356. Ryan Clark won with 58.52% over Palmer, 51.48. Ryan Clark received 3,229 to Palmer's 2,289. That's a great win for current court corner Brian Clark. That's great. Steve Dellinger in an old-fashioned showdown. It was like Steve Dellinger, which is a great name for an old cowboy, facing Dave Cantrell, which is another old cowboy name. It was Dellinger at 57.82% of the vote. Cantrell got 42.18% of the vote. That means Dellinger won 3,232 to Cantrell's 2,358. Okay, that's a handy. He won handily over him. Oh man, it was close in the Hoon versus Bobby. Hoon received 51.01%. Bobby received 48.99%. Susan Hoon received 2,910 votes. Bobby Plummer received 2,795 votes. I mean, Bobby put up a fight and Susan just barely pulled it out. That hurts. I would much rather would have been beat by a lot. 115 votes. Man, that's I don't know. It kills me. Okay. So for the at-large, Jay Davis came in first place, 20.96% with 3,162. Jay Davis. Second place was Scott Kuntz at 17.20%. And he received 2,596. And then horrible Chad Malacote received 13.73%. He received 2,071. Okay. So Chad Malacote received 2,000. 071. Wow, Clint Weaver received 2,027 votes. So Clint Weaver lost by 50 some votes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. That's just gonna be crazy. Let's see here. Oh wow. Precinct committee person for Franklin, the old hat down there, Tom Saunders, 103 votes. He tied with the new challenger, Justin Thompson, with 103 votes. So we have a tie for precinct committee person. Sproles will fit right in. The county commissioners meeting next year with all Hoon's kids that will be running all over the old courtroom. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on down there. That's horrible. I hate that. That is a gut punch. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. That's crazy. Troy Tackett has posted Mike Jones suck it loser. It's going to be a really, really, really long next couple of days. For lots of people. Let me get on here and see where Madison County wound up. Man, I hate that for Dellinger. Dellinger's going to need the citizens to come through and to give him backup. Henry County, why did you do this? Why did you do this? Why did you do this, Henry County? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm looking for Madison County's results here. Let me see if we've got Madison County's results up now. Okay. Let's see if this is the official results. Election results, primary 2024. Let's see him. Come on. Okay. So this is all right, we have 100% precincts in. 112 counted. We have 88,933 registered voters, registered voters. Total ballots cast 18,393. That's a little bit better. We had 13,532 ballots cast Republican, 4,861 Democrat ballots cast. Voter turnout was 20.68% in Madison County. Donald Trump received 81.37%. Nikki Haley, 18.63%. Mike Braun received 38.71%, 5,154. The next person closest to him was Brad Chambers at 19.09, which is 2,541 votes to Braun's 5,154. Victoria Sparks won in that race, obviously, 38.93%. Chuck Goodrich came in second, 29.45%. Okay. So, Auditor of Madison County, Todd Culp, 52.17% to Catherine's 47.83%. Todd Culp received 6,698 to Catherine's 6,141. Listen, Catherine lost by 500 some votes. She's got nothing to be ashamed of. She ran a hell of a race. It wasn't like he beat her, drastically. That was a rough race. Okay. I don't recall who she wanted to win with the surveyor race. I didn't really care one way or another, but it came down to Ken Kokinski. That guy had 54.90%, 54.90% to Charles Kurt Shepard's 45.10%. So Kokinski had 6,886 to Shepard's 5,657. This is what hurts, man. This is what hurts. Rick Gardner won 7,677 to Devin Norrick's 5,249. So Gardner had 59.39% to Norrick's 40.61%. I mean, that's a handy beating. He handily beat Norrick. A couple thousand votes. 59.39% to 40.61%. Rick over Norrick. All right. Couple thousand there. Catherine lost Todd's 52.71% to Catherine's 47.83%. Todd received 66.98. Catherine received 61.41. damn close on that one. All right. County Commissioner District 2. This was this is so painful. This is so painful. District 3, I mean. John Richwine, 50.36% over Lisa Whitkemper-Rinker's 49.64%. It was in a toenail. 50.36 to 49.64. Richwine has 6,495. Rinker had 6,403. So Lisa lost by 92 votes. All right. Your council at large. I wanted Grabowski to win. I wanted Brizendine to win. And then I wanted the roof to cave in on everybody else. Here's who won. 9, 11, 13, 17, 18. Okay, Scott Green won the highest. Scott Green, we did not want him to win. 18.87% or 6,692 votes. Second place was Christy Grabowski. So one of our people did win second place. That's good. Christy Grabowski won second place, 17.52% or 6,211. And then the third place is Jonathan Culp, the little kid, 13.21% or 4,684. He just barely edged out Mikhail Vaughn at 13.09% or 4,643. Okay, moving on. This is where it's going to be interesting what happens with the precincts. Do we know? Does anyone over there know? Did you guys take a beating? What happened over there? As far as your precincts. Why did Democrats flip to vote Republican in Delaware? Not all of them did, but the ones that did that to there's two reasons. There would be two reasons. There would be two reasons why people did that. One, because there weren't many Democrats to vote for, and they wanted to actually have people to vote for. People do that frequently. The other reason was the other reason could very well be that there were Democrats that know Amber Green personally and wanted to vote for, or Democrats that knew Brand that wanted to vote for him, or, any other candidate, Webb, whatever. But then there was other people that we were being told that were Democrats that were switching over specifically to vote against Webb because they didn't care for, things that Webb had said or done. And, that was a whole big thing that people talked about. Going back up here and seeing where Amanda says, Ryan Davis, the issue is that certain people are so deplorable that they make enemies instead of fans. There's a line as a politician. And that's true. And everyone's got to decide where that line is and what the deal is with the line and what's tolerated and not tolerated and all of that. You know, I took a lot of heat because of folks that I supported, and I've always been very clear about why I support the people I support. I'm clear about who I'm friends with on both sides. I get people who are in the Republican side that call me a Democrat. I get people on the Democrat side to tell me I'm a Republican. I'm definitely not a Republican that fits in the category of the Delaware County Republicans. They're all idiots for the most part. I'm not an Indiana state Republican. I don't think I'm a national Republican. I have considered myself to be a conservative, a right-leaning libertarian. I have conservative values. I don't ever hide that. I don't make a secret of that. But I live I live my life the way I live my life. People can like it or not like it, but anyone that I've supported for very legitimate reasons why I've supported those people. I feel confident in explaining those reasons. And some people are like, oh, it's the way you vote. You don't have to explain it. But that's what I do. I talk about politics and why I do things and why I think you should do them. So, you know, there were things that Ryan did. There are things that everybody does. Nobody, I say how much, I mean, we could sing it together. Sing it with me, class. Nobody agrees with everybody 100% of the time. Nobody disagrees with anybody 100% of the time. If you say that you agree with me or anyone else 100% of the time, you are a liar. You're lying. That's not true. If you say that you disagree with me 100% of the time, you are a liar. And that's not true. That's just simply not true. And so, you know, I just always make sure to tell people that because it's very important that people understand that. What do we got going on? What is happening? What is happening with this Audi and GW deal? You guys are nuts. You guys, I think you guys are best friends. You know what it is? GW is Darla. And Audie's sitting in the other room, and GW is Audie. I agree with my wife 100% of the time. She is the one that cooks my food. It would be easy to poison me. Oh, God. I had people I would have voted against in the primary, but I have been a lifetime Democrat, so I couldn't bring myself to flip tickets to vote. And here's the thing. The bottom line is you can switch and flip-flop your vote and do whatever you want. It's perfectly fine as long as you're not considering you're going to run for something. The only people that need to worry about flip-flopping and not whether they're going to do it or not do it are people who might consider running in the next couple of elections. Keep in mind, there is no election next year. Thank God, after November, we are off for a year. I mean, we'll still be here talking because there's still politics and government going on, but there's just no elections, thank God. We have an off year. After every presidential election, we have an off year. It builds and builds and builds and builds. So the first election we have, it's kind of wonky. The first election we have is midterms. It's kind of weird. It's like out of every 4 years, you have an off year, midterm, municipal, presidential. What are you talking about, Amanda? You can block that now. What are you talking about, Amanda? people seeing vote history on that site. On what site? I mean, vote history is public record, so anyone can just request public vote history from. Yeah, okay. I mean, listen. If you want to do this, anyone, I mean, most people, it doesn't matter. Like, for example, any one of you out there could write to the Delaware County Clerk's office, and you could give them my name. That's probably all you'd have to give them, my name. Give them my name and say, I would like the vote history on Christopher Bilbrey, and they will give it to you. It is public record. Now, what that means is that doesn't mean who I voted for in this election and who I vote for in the general election. We went over this. It means, did I vote in this primary? Did I vote in this general election? How many generals have I voted in? How many primaries have I voted in? And in the primaries, what ballots did I pick? Did I pick Republican? Did I pick Democrat? You know, whatever. That stuff is all accessible. All of yours is. All of yours is. Time to legalize weed so we can process the election results. Yes, no kidding. No kidding. So, all right. Look, I've been going since this time last night. And honestly, since a whole hell of a lot longer before that. So I'm getting ready to turn it in for the night. Do we have any other questions? Do we have any questions, any concerns? Does anybody have anything? Hey, Kate, pop up here real quick if you could, ma'am. Do we know what happened in Randolph County?
I have no idea what happened in Randolph County. Other than we got, I'm sure, a bunch of establishment people in. I'm sure Missy Williams won.
Yeah, I'm sure that probably happened.
She was running unopposed. I don't know.
Well,
I'll get them tomorrow, or you can get them.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. That's no big deal.
Same old over here.
Yeah, it is. I didn't really do much with that. That's okay. No problem. Thank you very much. Brenda, what was your question? Let me go back up here and see your question. So if I vote in the primary for a D or an R, could I run in the next elections independent? So if you run as a Democrat this year and there's nothing next year, so in the next election, could you run as an independent? Yes, you can run as an independent as long as you fit the requirement to run as an independent, which means you have to have initials. You have to go through the process of getting so many initials per the area you want to run in, and they have to be, legal registered voters. Probably one of your best bets would be to run as a libertarian, because all it would take to run as a libertarian is just to get the party to say, yes, you can run. But yes, the only thing that you cannot do is to go the other way. You cannot go from voting independent. Well, you don't vote independent. You can't vote Republican just once and then run Democrat or vice versa. But yes. Kelly, who won precinct committee persons in Madison County? Kate put that up there. I can go down here and show you this if you want me to briefly. I don't. Oh man, it is so long. Here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of going all over all of these people, because probably what I need to do is I need to call Catherine and have Catherine come on maybe in the next couple days and tell me who's who from their team won, who from their team didn't win, and all of that. So here's what I'm going to do. You probably have this, but just because I don't want to leave you hanging, I'm going to send you the link to where you would get that. So I just sent you the link on Facebook there, Kelly. And I will have Catherine come on. So you'll have to tune in the next couple of days. I'll let everybody know. Once she kind of calms down and gets back on order, we'll have to do a recap and go over, because that's a place where they got so many people running for delegate and precinct committee people that it would be worth going over what's the winners and the losers. Is this going to affect Russ? Is it not going to affect Russ? What's the deal? Does anybody know that stuff right on the top? Right off the top of your head, if anybody knows that? Joe Tompkins, Bobby Plummer lost by 91 votes. You can do a split ticket in November and you can vote split, but you cannot do a split ticket in the primary. You have to vote all Republican or all Democrat. So, yeah. Oh, last chance before you go. What do you want to know from Randolph County? Oh, I just see that there, buddy. Hey, what happened? Who can you just run me down on who the commissioner, who the winners are for commissioner? Kearns wins. Who's Kearns? That's interesting. Let's see if they've got it pulled up here. Thomas Kearns, Eastern District. So that person beat CN Bales and Deborah Glunt. That's cool. All right. I'm happy. I don't know who that is. It could be good. It could be bad.
Tom Kearns has been on the county council for years.
Okay. So he's probably no better. It is what it is. Okay. Missy Williams with no one else. She got 2,716 votes. Thomas Kearns got 1,426 votes over CN Bales 1,326. And then the county council, Gregory Cheeseman got 28.2, 1882. Beverly Fields got 25.2, 1685. K. Scott Fisher got 22.0, 1469. So that was at large. And Randolph County is a circle jerk. Who knows what goes on? who cares what goes on, because the county, the citizens don't seem to. There's a small grouping of people like Kate and like our friends over there that care what goes on. Thank you, Castle Lord. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it an evening. We've been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I've been going for about 3 days at this point. Thank you all very much for watching, for tuning in. Please share it. Please like this show. We've had so many people watching at some point, watching live. We've had a lot of people watching live, a lot of engagement. But over half of you is not going to like the thing, just because that's what people I don't even like shit on YouTube. I go back and do that now because I know how important it is. Hit the like button on your way out. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. Even if you hate me, even if you disagree with me, you can learn, you can debate, you can watch it live, you can watch it at your own time. You can comment and fight and have your opinion heard and saw and read. You can argue and disagree and agree. You know, I have a lot of people on here that disagree with me. So do that. Please consider subscribing. Hit the bell. I love your comments. I love your interaction. Thank you all very, 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 very much. I am going to take a rest, and God willing, we will be back here tomorrow night. This is Wednesday with the 199th episode. Oh, sweet doggies. That's going to be wild. Now that this election is over, it's not technically over, because I'm still going to have some analysis to do, break down precinct by precinct and take a look at what's going on. We've got some questions to ask. What's going to happen with Ed? What's going to happen with all this fallout? What's people going to still do? You know, people, I think they think Ryan Webb's just going to give up. I think he's going to ride this baby out. We'll see what happens. You know, it is what it is. Hope that you guys come back here to this very channel tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We are going to dig deep into the city of Muncie nonsense, and we're going to hit the ball running, hit the ground running, hit the ball, hit the ground, hit everything else as far as the green light resources deal, Dan Ridenhour deal, trying to pay the AFSCME employees a 10% raise, which now I'm hearing they're saying they don't want to take, and all the problems and all the chaos. There's a lot of stuff going on in government. We're going to break down what Henry County is going to be doing now that starting next year, you guys have dug yourself into a great big hole. We have a lot to look at and a lot to talk about. Just because this election over does not mean we are anywhere close to being done talking about everything that we need to talk about. The fight continues, ladies and gentlemen, and we need all of you to be right here to listen, to argue, to fight, to spread the word. And we couldn't do all of this without you. You guys are what makes the show go in the very first place. I want to thank Kate. Very big shout out to Kate for everything she's done for me all day long and everything she does all the time. She does wonderful stuff. I want to say a big thank you to Brandon. I know he's been hit and miss, not on the show, and he's, whatever, but he's had a lot of big things going on in his life. Him and his wife, they've had to move and going back to school and all this stuff. So Brandon does a lot of stuff behind the scenes and is a very big supporter and helps me, and we bounce ideas back and forth. So Brandon's still very, very, very much a part of the show, a part of the team. And so thank you to all of them. And we will be back here tomorrow. You guys take care. Have a good evening. God bless. Good night. Goodbye.